This is our living room. Welcome.
High water mark.
Oh, yeah. It's unbelievable. It went up to the ceiling. It went up past the ceiling.
Oh yeah, you can really see it from here. July 3rd, you go to bed, getting ready to celebrate.
Not like the tourists did. You know, they were here to have 4th of July, and they come from the city, and they're so happy to be here, and at 4 a.m. on a holiday. It was rising 27 feet in 45 minutes. The people next door lost 4 souls, right next door.
Your neighbors?
Yes, and they were visiting, and we didn't even know they were there. They're still looking for one of them. Searching, searching, searching.
A desperate search and rescue mission is ongoing in the Texas Hill Country.
Searching mile after mile of a debris-filled river. Tonight for
The region's still grappling amid the aftermath of a flood that killed more than 130 people statewide.
The last time a living survivor was found, that was on Friday. That was 5 days ago. We are now approaching the miracle stage here.
This whole time we've been covering this story, when I'm looking at a camera, I'm just imagining everyone that I grew up with here watching on the other side.
We'll start with NBC's Morgan Chesky, who's from this area. His mom still lives here in the region. This is where you grew up. This is your home. I know your heart's hurting too.
Yeah, Savannah, we're all heartbroken here. So glad to have you here this morning.
This is where you're from. What does this community need right now from the rest of our country?
Yeah, tell them right now, this is a recovery that's going to...
This didn't hit close to home. This hit home.
Do you want anything in it?
I was born in Kerrville, Texas. I played football in Kerrville, Texas. This is the place that made me who I am. Any guys in the water?
They had a boat earlier.
Despite the nature of this tragedy, it's been special to kind of be under the same roof as my mom.
Coach Smith texted me last night, and he was going to drive down from Dallas.
Oh, good.
Just for the service. Yeah, today's going to suck.
Yeah.
Yo, brother. How you doing? Yeah, hanging in, man.
I don't think anybody thought it would ever get up this high, to be honest. When I woke up that morning, there's a live video of downtown looking towards downtown and the water under the bridge, but I didn't recognize what I was looking at because that bridge is 30 feet up.
At least.
It's giving me goosebumps right now, thinking, you know, there's a lot of RV parks kind of tucked back in these neighborhoods that, you know, aren't visible from the road.
Good night, man. How many times do you think you made this drive?
I don't know. I think my truck could go on autopilot out there.
Straight? Yeah, straight to the river.
Yeah. And that was the best thing about growing up around here, and that's what I took for granted.
I think we all did.
Yeah, I mean, okay, it's hot, it's after school, what are we gonna do? Oh, let's go to this rope swing, that rope swing, to the flats. And it's just weird driving past here and not seeing 100 people on the dam.
Sliding down.
Sliding down.
Yeah. I mean, 2 years ago, on 4th of July, we're at the camp.
Yeah, you had your daughter in the water.
Yeah, 6 weeks old.
Yeah, it's like a hill country baptism.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. I just remember when people ask me where I'm from, I would always, you know, say Kerrville, and if they didn't know Kerrville, it was like, oh, it's on the Guadalupe River.
Yeah.
And then it was like, oh.
I went to camp there. My mom went to camp there.
Yeah. The camps have been out here forever.
I mean, all across Texas, you know, someone knows someone, works with someone who is, you know, affected by this.
Right.
Unfortunately, 2 of my friends, their daughters didn't make it.
Yeah, man.
I think everyone right now is just going through the motions, taking care of each other. And when all that's over, I think you're going to find a lot more sadness.
Mystic is sort of a utopia. It is the most beautiful spot in the hill country, the most beautiful, perfect setting in the hill country. And so to see it just completely destroyed is just devastating for all of us. It wasn't until my friend let me know that 2 of her daughter's cabin mates had washed up downriver that I knew something really horrible had happened. I have friends who lost their babies. In a few cases, I've been working to get some of their belongings back to them.
What are you telling them?
There's nothing you can tell them right now. This is the most heartbreaking thing imaginable, and it could have been any one of our girls. Those first-year campers, they are a special bunch at camp. They are the ones that are doted on by all the older girls and carried around the camp. And according to my daughters, that was already happening. So I hope they know how much their little girls were loved. They will never be forgotten. But there are no good words for a time like this. It's just unimaginable, the heartbreak.
Check, 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 mic check, mic check. Might have mic issues here, team, so bear with me, let me know if it's clean. 7 days after the Guadalupe River exploded, tearing. Instead of waters of the Guadalupe, I'm gonna go... You keep hearing stories of people who escaped the river, and you keep thinking, well, I'm not gonna hear anything worse than that. And then you do. You know, one of the first victims who was confirmed, Jane Ragsdale. She was this beloved director of the Heart of the Hills camp. They found Jane's guitar that she would always play for the campers miles downriver.
So keep singing till we meet again.
There have been maybe, I can't even tell you, hundreds of workers that are out here. This whole yard was covered with between like 6 feet of debris to 40 feet of debris in different areas, and including an RV trailer. And it took us 3 days to dig out just to get to the trailer. When they got to the trailer, no one was in it. The search dogs hit under the trailer. They found a person several days ago, and now there's 2 more that they're trying to recover. My husband lost his job in March. This is a rental for us, and this is our income here. We're devastated along with everybody else, but lives aren't lost. And in our family, we're remembering that because it gets pretty real when the cadaver dogs say, there's somebody's family member in my front yard. We do get alerts here. That's normal, and we turn it off because we hear it all the time. We don't really pay a whole lot of attention to it, unfortunately. I think we will now.
It's an odd feeling to see media from all over the world converge on the place you grew up. And I'm used to having a lot of other press around, but I guess this is the first time where everything they say, I take personally to some degree.
And you know, Morgan, a lot of folks there, I understand, don't have flood insurance, despite the fact that they live in an area that we thought was prone to flash floods, or at least it's called Flash Flood Alley. Give us a sense of how people are going to be able to recover if they don't have flood insurance.
Yeah, Tom, respectfully going to offer some context here. Having grown up in Kerrville my entire life, I had never heard the term flash flood alley until 5 days ago following this event. We do know that flash floods are common here. That said, the majority of people... On one hand, you've got debris, the tragedy, the loss. And now it's who's to blame, who's responsible.
What happened? When did it happen? Was the emergency manager awake at the time? Did they push the button to issue an emergency alert?
Sir, it's not that easy when you just push a button, okay? There's a lot more to that. And we've told you several times.
We didn't know this flood was coming. Rest assured, no one knew this kind of flood was coming.
Do you think sirens could have saved lives here?
Most likely so, yes.
We want to make sure that we continue to focus. We still have 11 missing children that we want to get reunited with our families. We are not going to stop. We are not going to stop until we do. So, thank you.
One other follow-up question, sir. Was any emergency alert given out on the 4th, that morning of? Did anyone get any alert?
There are families who deserve better than that.
Hey there. Yeah, it's going to be growing calls for accountability, immeasurable grief, and family members still waiting to be reunited with loved ones. There.
Let's get started with NBC's Morgan Chesky in the flood zone again for us. Morgan, good morning.
Morgan Chesky joins us tonight once again live from Kerrville, Texas. Morgan, we were just talking to Bill Cairns.
Okay, clear. All righty. So the next hit is
6:12, 55, and 6:20.
okay. All right. Just gonna keep the mic on then.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
You have to make a decision about tomorrow.
I don't know how much they're even gonna give us.
I want to do it at 10. I want one.
No! That's my buddy's daughter's funeral. I had requested early afternoon for that reason, period. If that's not possible, then let's aim for Sunday, period. Appreciate you guys making yourselves available and hope to talk soon, period.
Different when you're just working than when you're living the story. It's hard.
Just need a second. Well, certainly, a very close call. Appreciate you asking. My mom knows that she is and we are a family that are some of the lucky ones. And yet there are so many others who we'll never see on television that as of this moment in time are waiting for word of a missing loved one or are looking at a house that is no longer there, trying to kind of figure out what the next step is.
A lot of people died and everyone's sad by now.
How do you guys feel?
Yeah. Sad. It was a beautiful place.
Do you think it can still be pretty someday?
Yeah.
Me too. There is a tension. Some people would say there's no right time to talk about accountability, or perhaps it's too early. But there are times when questions need to be asked.
Guess what? You're in Kerrville, and we're going to do it my way.
I understand that.
Morgan Chesky, please.
Mr. Mayor, records show that the concept of flood warnings have been discussed at least 24 times by the county.
I'll never forget walking into that press conference and the questions over who knew what when and why weren't certain things done were getting louder. And I'm standing there and I'm looking at a man standing at a podium that at one point had taught my Sunday school class.
What's the biggest reason that these systems have not gone into place at this point?
You know, Morgan, you and I grew up here. And I wasn't in office during those discussions. And frankly, I'm more focused on the future than the past, as you know. What I can say is the governor... We didn't know. We didn't know what was going on. And then we got a phone call. And this is the first time I cried the whole time. They reported 40 girls missing from Mystic.
You heard 40?
That was the first number.
Is it frustrating for you to not have answers to certain things right now? Because what we're hearing from kind of other folks is now's not the time. It's been 9 days. How much longer do we have to wait? Because my mom's kind of curious too.
Yeah, and my mom too.
Yeah.
The thing is, I We're going to have a conversation. I think that conversation is going to focus on how we can do better.
Mm-hmm. Have you wrapped your head around the fact that as of this moment you are, to some degree, kind of face of one of the worst tragedies to ever strike not just this town, but Texas?
I hope this is not the face of just a mayor. I hope it's, when people see me, they see someone who's empathetic, who loves this place, and wishes to God we could have saved more people. Because that's the honest truth. And those tears, for the first week or so, I wish I could have stopped them. I was embarrassed that I just cried. We've lost friends. I couldn't deliver what people needed, which was information. Some points in those early press conferences, I couldn't even talk. Look, if we could have saved lives, I wish we'd had some better system. Honestly. I don't care if it was string and 2 tin cans. If it had worked, I wish we had it. I don't have a lot of close friendships. And Jane Ragsdale was an actual friend. She was in here. She was standing right where you are, standing right here on Monday. And I wish I could just hug her neck.
My biggest prayer for the people that are involved directly, that have lost somebody from this, is that they know that even though this isn't a journey that they chose or that they wanted to walk, that they're not walking it alone. It's hard, and right now it's fresh. So of course the support is going to be overwhelming. It's going to be a lot, but continue to do so 2 months from now, 3 months from now, a year from now. Reach out to those people that have lost, because they're still feeling it like it's yesterday, or they're still feeling it like it's now.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.